Welcome back. We got another exciting episode today. We have your tournament results from last weekend. I have a very important call to action to all the anglers out there in the state. And also at the end of the show, we'll go over a few things that I'll be working on over the next few weeks. So stay tuned. So welcome back to another episode of Dog Talk West Virginia. I'm Shane Rains, and like I said in today's episode, we're going to cover some tournament results. We have an important call to action for everyone, and also dive into some other things here later in the show. So I'm going to start out with the most important thing that I'm asking all of you to pay very close attention to for the next few minutes. We'll start out with this, so I know how all of our attention spans run pretty short. So we're going to start out with this. So coming up, Bass Nation of West Virginia, high school, youth, college, all of those series, everything's coming down to the state championship here in May. So each prospective trail, the junior trail, the college trail, and also the high school trail have their state championships coming up. So what's that mean? We have state qualifiers. State qualifiers, we have the Northern Qualifier coming up this weekend, this Sunday, April the 28th at Taggart Lake. Then the following weekend on Sunday, May 5th, the Southern Qualifier for the high school trail will be on the Ohio River in Gallipolis. And then, of course, the state championship will be on Stonewall Jackson Lake, launching from the state park, and that is May 19th. So what is the call to action? The call to action is we are in need of some boat captains. We need some folks step up, offer up your boat and your time as a boat captain to come to these qualifiers. I know that there are some teams short that do not have a boat currently. And it is extremely important that we all band together and come together as a community to make sure we provide an opportunity for these teams to fish these qualifiers and hopefully finish high enough to move on to the state championship. So what do you need as a boat captain? Let me help you out a little bit just to give you an idea of the requirements that you're going to need if you're interested in helping out. I'll go over them right now. Basic stuff. Working live well, working running lights. You got to have a kill switch that works and attached at all time you're running the motor. And also you need a life jacket for every angler. That's going to be you as the boat captain and 2 more for each angler that's on the boat with you. There is no minimum horsepower for the Bass Nation High School events. So if you feel led to do so and step up and help these young folks out, feel free. You don't have to have a 250. You don't have to have a 150. You can come out with a 40 horsepower on a small aluminum rig, and that will be sufficient. We just got to step up. We need some folks. I know they're short 3 to 5 boats each qualifier. It could be more. The more the merrier. If we have enough people step up, we know that'll be covered. So that is extremely important. Also, something that you must have, and you must have in your persons on the boat with you, is your insurance. That is $300,000 liability insurance. That is pretty well the standard across the board with most boat insurances. So that is something that I definitely want each and every one of you to keep in mind. So as long as you have those things and you feel led to do so, all you have to do is show up at the ramp. I can get you in contact with Dion Bright. Dion is the youth director for Bass Nation of West Virginia youth. For the high school trail, junior trail. He's a phenomenal guy, easy to talk to, and he is more than happy to give you all that same information I did and let you know what you need to do to step up to help these kids out. So like I said, please, if you are free, April the 28th, Sunday, Taggart Lake, Gallipolis, Ohio River, May 5th. These are extremely important tournaments for some of these kids. Could be their last tournament they ever fish for a long period of time, some of the seniors. This could be their last tournament. We want to provide them with every opportunity we can to enjoy these last few tournaments on the water, and eventually a lot of these kids will become their own boat owners, and we hope that for them. But it could be down the road, as it takes all of us a long time to get to that point. So step up. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Reach out to Bass Nation of West Virginia. You can message our Facebook page. You can message me or my page. Or shoot them an email on westvirginiabassnation.org. So, a lot of different ways to get in contact with someone to get that proper information. Like I said, need 5, 6, 7 guys each tournament to step up. Could need some boats on for the state championship as well. So we will keep everyone updated as those things develop. But please, 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 I know I'm harping on this, but this is extremely important. If you feel led to do so, let's step up and help these kids out. It'll be, I promise you, you get a ride around in a boat, take them spot to spot. You just sit back and watch. It is great to see these kids in action. And so it's just as an enjoyable experience for the boat captains as it is the kids. So let's see what we can do to all band together as a community and help these kids out. But with that being said, I want to get right into some tournament results. It was Easter weekend. Not a whole lot going on, but there were some tournaments held. You had Bass Nation of West Virginia on Summersville Lake. This was stop number 2, I believe, of their buddy trail. Taking the win was Will Diffenbach and Pick Diffenbach, 10-21. They went 10-21 for the win. Tony Keller, Mark Oakey, 986 for second. If I'm not mistaken, that's Tony and his teammates' second top 5, I believe, a second place and third place at Summersville Lake. Or it could be, yeah, I believe a second and third at Summersville, last 2 tournaments. He's got something figured out up there. Way to go, guys. And there's another real big tournament coming up this week, and I know he'll be at. So best of luck to you all. Let's see if we can do. They can do three top finishes in a row. But on to third place, Matt Myers, Randy Toller weighed in 892. 892. That was only with 4 fish. So man, if they could have stacked one more in, filled that limit, it's hard to tell where they would have ended up. But great finish to you all as well. Jason Cusick and Gary Ross, 884. Tony Crumblish, Jim Miracle, 882 for 5th place. Also, West Virginia Bass Federation held their second stop on Sutton Lake. Actually, I think this was actually their first stop. The first tournament at Summersville had to be canceled due to conditions on the lake. But Sutton Lake, the waters come up really, really fast. So I know that hurts the bite at times. But Robert Harkness and Rick Harkness stepped up, 902 for the win. Great bag in tough conditions. Really close second, Jeffrey Jason Gillespie, 892. That was a very, very close first-second finish. Cody Blankenship, Steve Blankenship, third place finish with 887. They also had big fish, 3.16 pounder. Great quality fish. Definitely, you got to have those to put together a pretty good limit. So a great job there, guys. Fourth place, Jim Posey and Johnny Crockett. No surprise. Local there, Johnny Crockett, Jim Posey. Absolute stick. So congratulations on your fourth place at 8 3/4. Fifth place, Tim Wade and Dave Rice, 685 to round out the top 5. So congratulations to each one of you. Also, USA Bassin held a regional event on Burnsville Lake. Burnsville Lake, let's see, first place, Waylon Kincaid and Travis Woods, 1237. They bested second place, Bart Backus and Steve Groves, 980. So that's a pretty big win. Good jump up in weight. Big bag, guys. Congratulations. Third place, Kenneth Bragg and Charles Epperly, weighed in 963 for third. Harold Taylor, John Robinson, 898 for fourth place. Fifth place, our very own West Virginia Fishing Tournaments Facebook page owner and runs that page, Matt Vance, and his partner Lee Hess. Great guys, good buddies of mine, 866, and they only had 4 fish. So, I mean, they were right there in the mix. A 5th fish would have put them way up there, but congratulations on that top 5 finish. Ohio River Buddy Trail. We got a lot of guys that fish over on that Ohio River Buddy Trail. We want to recognize those folks that had their first event on Powhatan Point. T.L. Tompkins, Corey Quinn, 9-12 for the win. 9-12 for the win. I read up on it. Looks like the river was up 2, 3, 4 feet. Fishing was really tough for a lot of folks. Not a lot of fish weighed in, but as always, people catch them. They find them. But look at the jump down to second. Nick McMahon and Gary Luff, 617. So, I mean, there was a 3-pound difference for the win. Third place, Tony Knight, Abe Collins, 574. Fourth place, Brett Gerald, Ron Schultz, 561. And they had the big bass, a 3.33 smallmouth. So that's a great fish there, guys. Fifth place, Jason Suter and Keaton Housel, 545. And if I hacked any of those names, I apologize. But Jason and Keaton came in at 5th place. Congratulations on the finish. So we had some tournaments going on. Like I said, it was a busy weekend, Easter weekend. Congratulations to each one of you that got out there and fished. Congratulations on your great finishes. I know the fishing is kind of in a weird phase right now. A lot of the lakes are coming up extremely fast. They're finally filling up to get to summer pool. I know that's what we're all waiting on. The fish are trying to spawn in areas, are spawning in some. I heard some reports that they saw some fish on the bed at Sutton, but now all that's 10 foot, 11, 12 foot underwater. So this is going to affect the bite over the next few weeks. So we'll see how all this develops. Got some warm weather on the way throughout this week, a little bit more rain. So you're going to see conditions changing a lot. So we'll see how all that develops. We got an extremely busy weekend coming up this weekend for some tournaments. I will actually be going over all the upcoming tournaments, lake reports on how the lakes are looking. I'll do all that in a separate video here. I'll post that in the next couple of days. But like I said, they're filling up extremely fast. So I mean, it's about to get right. We got some larger water to finally be able to fish. We're not all going to be crammed into that winter pool state. So this is, we all love this time of year. The bite heats up and it's going to be fun. So over the next few weeks, what to expect from Dock Talk West Virginia? I can be honest, over the next few weeks, there's going to be a lot. It's going to be mainly on the youth anglers here in the state. Like I said, you have the youth high school tournament going on. You have the qualifiers. You got the state championship coming up. You also have the junior and the college going on. That'll be going on up at Tigert Lake here in May as well. So that's what we're going to focus on. I got some interviews with Dylan Fitzgerald and Devin Conliff coming up soon. If you don't know, 2018 state champs for high school. Dylan Fitzgerald, not only that, but 2018 adult state champion. So I don't know if that's ever been done. A lot of everyone, most folks already know about that, but we're going to sit down and talk with both them boys about how they feel about how well their season's been going. They've got 2 wins, I believe, this year already. They're phenomenal anglers. So that's really exciting. I also have the 2018-19 Bass Nation of West Virginia High School Trail winners. The entire trail, they led points. They won the points race at the end of the year. And that is the team of Lucas Wright and Dakota Stout. And I talked to these boys, I know, heading on the last video. They're really excited to share their story. It's been like a 2 or 3 year journey for these boys. They've worked their butts off to get where they got to this year. And that's very, very exciting to be able to pass their story along. So we got an interview with them coming up. Also, I took the boater education course, the written part, the online stuff. I don't have to have it. But anyone born after December 31st, 1986 has to have this boater education course. So I'm going to have a segment coming up talking all about the boater education course. It is a 2-part course. There is a written or an online that is free. And also there is like a hands-on where you'll have to go meet with the DNR officer and to take that final test. So that's some exciting stuff coming up. So like I said, it's all going to be about the youth coming up. We'll still talk about a lot of big tournaments coming up. We have a pile of tournaments over the next few weekends. Some really big tournaments. And like I said, we'll get into that here in a later episode. But as always, thank you for joining me. Please, please, please step up. Let's try to help these kids out. Let's find them some boat captains. So share this video. Reach out to a friend. If you need to borrow a friend's boat, maybe they'll let you borrow a boat to take some of these kids out. So we need, like I said, it could be only 3. we'll find that information out. Let's get some guys stepping up, get some folks stepping up. There's no limit. I've seen pontoon boats out there for the high school trail, aluminum rigs, fiberglass rigs, 250, 50 horse, 150s. It doesn't matter what you have. As long as you have all those working, live well and everything else you need to be safe on the water and you know, the typical tournament needs for a boat, you're welcome. Let's help these kids out. So any questions, shoot me a message personally, Shane Raines on Facebook, or you can give me a call. The ones that have my number, reach out to Dion Bright, any of those folks. So let's step up, help these kids out. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon on this sunny Tuesday. And as always, we'll catch you next episode, and we'll see you on the water.